Bonjour everyone, welcome to another Diecast Showcase. It's another Free It Friday, so we're going to do a quick review of my recent finds and then we're going to crack open some diecast basically. So not a big haul, but a couple interesting pieces still. I did stumble upon the remnants of what I believe to be E-Case, if I am not mistaken. Obviously in Canada, it's pretty much all international cards, so it's kind of hard to tell what case is from with the repeats. But yeah, let's start off with a couple main lines. First thing I picked up was the newest rendition of the Time of Taxi, which is a fantasy casting that I do really like, based on the Toyota Crown Comfort taxi cabs that you'd find in Hong Kong. Basically, we've got a little Year of the Rabbit livery on here, and those new Super Advan RG type wheels. Not RG actually, it would just be the Super Advans, the twin tri-spokes, in gold. Nice little compliment to the yellow outlining of the livery. Got the number 23 there on the little winglet, indicating 2023, obviously. Got the big air filters for the either the carbs or the individual throttle bodies or something like that. I'm assuming it's more like carbs, but yeah. Intercooler on the front. Not a whole lot of detail on this cast, but that's a fun cast to detail basically. So happy to pick that one up. It's my second, the second one I pick up with the orange version that came out a couple years back that had a ID version. So cool addition to the collection. I'll crack one of the two eventually, either this one or the other one that I have. So cool feature also that has always been present on this cast since release is that rear opening door. So that's one find. Other one was one of the ones that I was looking forward to getting, the BMW 507 classic 50s Roadster from BMW. It's been mentioned by other people that have reviewed this cast. The factory fresh with the lack of front and rear tampos is definitely weird, because factory fresh, one of their big perks is the fact that they do have the front and rear tampos pretty much 100% of the time, this being the exception. I understand why, because obviously we've got the side grills that are done. In this case, slight tampo slip on the side of mine here, where it should be a little bit higher. And we do have that BMW logo on the hood, so we got the side and top pass on this casting. Although the details should be very easy to add. Starting to get quite a few white colored BMW castings, so I might free this one and detail it up a little bit eventually. And again, kudos for the wheel choice. The Steelies with the white lip is definitely a good choice of wheel. Works well with this casting. I did manage to pick up, after seeing it a couple times on the pegs, the regular treasure hunt version of the BMW R90 Racer, a little cafe racer looking bike. Do have the first release of this with the black wheels, which then became chrome in the second case where it was offered. Yeah, nice little bike. My style of bike. I really like naked bikes like this, little cafe racer bikes. So definitely a cool little find. Going towards the regular T8 stash. Yeah, I don't pick up all treasure hunts. Most fantasy stuff, either I pick up to trade or I just leave for other people. This one, definitely one that we're looking forward to have, so to a certain extent. I mean, I'm not ecstatic about it, but I'm pretty happy, you know, to have stumbled upon it after skipping over it a few times. At least once before I even knew this was the treasure hunt, and the second time because I wasn't sure I actually wanted it. I did manage to pick up one premium out of the new Disney 100th Anniversary series. This was the only cast that I really wanted out of it. That's the Citroën Type H delivery van. So basically a very utilitarian vehicle. In the post-war era, you know, this was used for all types of deliveries, postal service, police use, all kinds of things basically. And in this case, we're talking about a slammed version on the chrome 8 spokes. Very nice grill. You see the windows and the lights are red, probably to go well with Mickey's little pants there. On the back, again, we've got some detail there, and what I really enjoy is the fact there's a huge V8 that you can see crammed in there in mid-engine position. So that's definitely cool. I might actually remove the tampos from this. You know, not that I don't like Mickey. No offense to you, Mr. Mouse, but nice clean look would be great. Here are the other casts that are offered there. All 5 casts were definitely on the pegs. I don't think this is going to be one that's going to be uber popular, except for like Disney fans or completists that collect every single cast there. So we've got Astrovan is pretty cool. I do like that cast, as well as the Highway Hauler, which is always a fan favorite. So yeah, plus the Deco Delivery and the Dream Van, which go back a decade or two each, if we're talking about when these casts were originally released. So, very cool premium cast. I did see a drop also of the new JDM 6-pack. First time, basically, I gave myself a day to think about it, if I wanted to actually pick it up, and by the next day, well, the 6 to 8 packs that were there were all gone. Turned back a week later, and back on the shelf. And I kind of had regrets in not picking it up, simply due to the fact that I don't have the red variation of the KDR30 Skyline, which I really wanted. Yeah, the other casts, I mean, they're all good casts. Find it kind of funny, though, that the STI here actually does have... it's actually the sedan version that's on here, or definitely looks like it, whereas... definitely not the sedan version that's in the box here, which we'll check out right away. So here are the contents of this box, if ever you haven't seen the set yet. So there's that STI hatch. You know, fairly good livery, you know, classic metallic blue paint, KDR30 in red, which I definitely was looking forward. Only one that has a little touch of gray or chrome around the window surround. So that's definitely a variation that I wanted of this cast. RX-7, great color choice for this one. The wide body SA22 or FB-RX-7, very good choice of colors. PR5s are okay on there with the chrome lip, no complaints there. You got the Celica, 1970 Celica, great cast with lens front lights. They're part of the glass portion of the casting. Cool period colors. I like the white roof on there. Number 70, obviously, because it's a model year of the car. And nice side details. No rear details on this one, but the rear being part of the base in its middle portion, it's pretty easy to detail out and end up with a clean job there. And the 2 top castings, we have the... I'll show it to you sideways. There we go. We got the Custom 240Z. Datsun 240Z in this case. So we're talking about a left-hand drive vehicle. And to finish off, the Civic Type R, which is a repeat. It was a release, I believe, 2 years ago in this livery. I did have it on card, and I actually sold it to a local guy that I've sold many Honda casts to. He's a real Honda head, and I'm happy to have it back in the collection within this case, because I do have a couple variations, the black one, the white one, the black and red one that I've shown before. I don't have the white one, which I'd really like to have, the original release, because this one unfortunately does not have the rear tampo work, since we've got a big Type R livery on the side. But this is a presentation livery that was actually on a real show car. So yeah, so all in all, pretty darn decent set. Keeping up with these six packs, if we're talking about the JDM one specifically, because definitely stuff I like. And there's some cool variations on there, all depending. There's some color waves that aren't really that common. Now we're about, I think, halfway through this video, reaching the 10-minute mark, and we'll get to the Free It Friday portion of the video, which is going to be Brand new today Matchbox 9-pack. So first and foremost, we're going to quickly check the contents of this. Starting from the back, going to the front, we've got the Tesla Model X, which I do have carded. So this one is not going to be retained in the collection. I'm going to keep the carded version I have. TT RS in red, which is great. Got a Ram utility pickup truck with that really cool livery with a skull on the side that's been seen and seen again on many casts. One of the popular liveries, kind of like the national parks and the INC construction livery and things like that. So definitely a cool little truck, and it's not a casting I have because I normally don't really pick up this casting, but this one's definitely cool. I really like the livery on this one. It's going to be fun to detail out. Next up, we have the infamous Ford Hot Rod. Very cool livery. I like the paint, kind of like a satin burgundy, with the old school Bonneville style writing on the side, some mud splatter, and yeah, a couple little side details there as well, with that little black line that goes throughout the car and things like that. So pretty cool. Mini Countryman, which I do have a British Racing Green variation, so that's not going to be kept, and I won't. It's a nice cast, nicely detailed as you'd expect from these, regular vehicle casts from Matchbox. But I'm not going to be keeping that one. Definitely happy about the one that's right on top, which would be this really cool. It's in the 5-pack, I believe. The Coffees and Donuts most recent pack there with the Matchbox livery, the big Dodge crew cab pickup lifted with those really cool off-road wheels that I really do like. And yeah, we'll finish off with at least one of the main reasons that I picked up this case. We've got the Mark V Golf GTI, or should I say just GTI because it's not a Golf. GTI in that really cool orange, which replicates the Fahrenheit special edition that we actually got both on the GTI and the GLI, the Golf and Jetta version, sportier versions before the R, up here in Canada, and I believe in the US as well. It's a color that was offered special edition for maybe 2 years, specifically in that orange with the plate interior and all that good stuff. So really cool, very happy, and very sought after cast. So happy that they decided to include that in the multi-pack. Above we have the Opel Speedster Turbo in a really nice matte gray with some gold twin 10 spokes. This is tampoed front and back. Kind of hard to see, but yeah, tampoed front and back. We'll check it out more in detail anyways. And the exclusive would be a F10 M5 police car, and this would be the I don't know exactly what type of police livery it is. I don't think it's a real one, but there is that little 70th anniversary badge on the rear wing. So I always like this cast, but it's always been released in police form, and there's never been, to my knowledge at least, tampos applied to the back, except maybe for the premium version. It was released probably 4 or 5 years ago at this point. So without further ado, let's get this thing cracked. Put the focus on the rear so you have something to look at while getting this thing opened. It's a well sealed one, I'll tell you that. It wasn't tampered with. And I do like the fact that you're never going to miss out on these 10 packs from Matchbox, because they always put the same cars in these packs. So pretty cool stuff. Got the box open, and we've got our tray here. So we're gonna start off from the bottom right and go all the way to the top for the exclusive. So start with this Dodge pickup, one that I'm definitely keeping. Definitely a very cool little cast, and I like the look at this paint on there. It's almost as if it was like painted with like Rust-Oleum paint from a can. You know, you've got almost a spray all over there. It's definitely here you can see it a little bit there, but yeah, it's a weird kind of bare metal look paint job, but it's definitely paint. You can't go wrong with those 6 spokes. I think these wheels are really good for trucks that Matchbox produces. Got some stuff in the rear there. Got a duffel bag, a chainsaw, and a tow chain. No, it's definitely a really cool little truck. Definitely like that a lot. Next, let's check out the TTRS, which is, in my opinion, a cast that is done extremely well by Matchbox. This is the, I think, third colorway that I'm going to be adding to the collection, and the only loose one I have. Got the black one from 5-pack that I showed off a couple videos ago, as well as a blue one from the Best of Germany. Maybe the Global Series as well. That really nice Nagaro blue or Miami blue looking paint job. Details on this are really, really nice. Very, very nice. As you can see, detailed throughout. Nice black interior. The black, the chrome 5 spokes. You got some mirrors on this one, as opposed to the Ram as well, which is always great. So definitely a nice cast to have. Yeah. So then we've got the Tesla Model X, classic white color, black, or should I say really dark gray twin 10 spokes, front and rear tampos, as one would expect. And lack of side details, but that should be very easy to add. And yeah, we got the clear roof on there. Maybe I'll keep this one loose. So I do have a Hot Wheels Tesla Model S, and this would look great next to it. We'll see. We'll have to think about that a little bit. All right, next we've got the infamous 33 Ford Coupe, as opposed to Hot Wheels producing 32 Ford Coupes. I really like the proportions of this cast. It's got a nice rake. They always put like the kind of like construction wheels on the back, and those dog dish wheels on the front. These as well, with a couple details. They look so good. Very, very nice little cast. Really dig the color though. I really, really like the color. It's a very nice hue of matte burgundy. Really, really cool. Got next up the Mini Cooper Countryman. Cooper S Countryman, actually. Cooper S, so it's got the turbo engine, 1.6 turbo, just over 200 horsepower. Yeah, not so many. Not so many. It's not a very good looking car overall. You know, definitely just looks like an overinflated Mini. But it's a well done cast though. Especially the rear tampos are so on point on this cast. If you look at it specifically from the rear, it's very, very well done. The front's just ugly on this car. That's my own opinion. No offense to Cooper Countryman owners, but yeah, not my jam. All right, this one I was anxiously waiting to be able to get in hand to look at it a little bit closer. So we've got this big Dodge pickup. What is this? A D200. Yeah, this is really nice. Hot Wheels does a D100 single cab version. I think most recent release, maybe a Speed Blur that I picked up in matte black with the gray off-road wheels. I'm not sure exactly. Well, that could be the Macho Power Wagon as well. Either way, this is a really, really nice guy. I love the cutouts for the windows, how it's clearly an afterthought that this may or may not be released as a crew cab. But yeah, classic Matchbox livery. You know, this is as iconic to me as the Hot Wheels race team livery. These colors and everything, very, very cool. Big, big cast. Look at that. It actually makes the Mini look mini again. So it's gonna make a little bit more room here. We got a few more cars to add to this lineup. So all right, next. You know what? I'm just gonna kind of change the order a little bit. So next, let's check out this Opel Speedster. Opel could be Vauxhall as well if it was a right-hand drive, the UK equivalent, but this is definitely the Opel version. So you've got the stacked exhaust on the back, Opel logo, Speedster, kind of crooked badge, but nice rear light tampos as you can see. Really cool satin gray finish with the gold twin 10 spokes. Front's done really well as well. Got the fog lights detailed out, front lights. Grille should have some black in there, which I'll probably end up adding, but you got the Opel logo in the middle. Got the vents. It's a very neatly styled car, I find. This was released to compete with the Lotus Elise at the time, and it's a little bit heavier. It's got more power. It's not as agile, and this got a 2002 licensing with a 22 relicense, so definitely very cool. Not sure if it's a turbo version or not. Not written on the back of the cast, but yeah, these had a 2.2 liter Ecotec 4-cylinder stock, the base version, and then the 2 liter turbo Ecotec that was namely in the Opel OPC, Vauxhall VXR line, and in North America most notably in the Cobalt SS turbo. So yeah, giving you a good 260 horsepower. This car is probably around 800 kilos, give or take. So about maybe 100 to 150 kilos heavier than the Elise, but you know, even in its top form, the Elise did only have just a smidgen under, in naturally aspirated form, just under 200 horsepower from the Toyota 2ZZ engine. Earlier versions had a Rover 1.8, and even in the Exige we're talking about probably what, not even 200 horsepower, still in the 180, high 180 horsepower figures. So yeah, it was pretty good power for the time for a car of this weight. So look, we'll jump right into my personal pick of the box here, which would be, I'm going to say, a Fahrenheit edition Mark V VW GTI. Really cool, bright color. It's got the black sports seats. Seems to be leather seats as opposed to the plaid that would normally be in these cars. But hey, it's a pretty darn cool cast. Again, well done by Matchbox on this cast. License plate, logos, should I say, as well as the lights done in the rear. Perfect. In the front, you know, it does need a little bit of touch-up work, at least in my opinion, but you got the red surround around the grille, which indicates the GTI/GLI. No fog lights, though. Gonna be easy to add. I'll probably add a touch of silver to the exhaust as well to make it pop a little bit more, and touch of silver for the mirrors. But all in all, great stuff. This is a really good cast. It's gonna be second loose cast of this. And last but not least, we'll check out the exclusive F10 BMW M5 police car. I really love this car in real life. First M5 with the twin turbo V8. Second M5 with a V8 as a whole. And last M5 that's rear wheel drive, as the newer gen is actually X-Drive, all-wheel drive. So very nice front tampos. Let's focus on that a little bit. You've got the very European style checker design on the front bumper, and this based on what I see here is the police captain's whip. So good choice of whip there. Nobody's gonna get away from you, Captain. Got the 70th logo, as mentioned before, so that's always cool. Something different. And got a nice blank canvas on the rear, so very cool. It's gonna be fun to detail. I'm probably gonna be adding some red and some blue to the lights on top of the light bar as well. So yeah, very nice cast. And that will be all for this video. So hopefully you enjoyed the unboxing and reviewing of the recent finds and all that good stuff, basically. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, share. And yeah, on that, I'll let you go, and I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe out there. Happy hunting. Hoping you guys get some full pegs. And I will see you on the next video. All right, take care. Bye-bye.